Welcome back, I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Europa Universalis 3, Top of the World. So last time we continued with our colonization. We conquered the natives in this area of Vinland. We also became aware of natives down here. We got pulled into a war by Novgorod. They were getting attacked by the Teutonic Order, during which our other throne of Yaroslav occupied... Oh. And then they got eaten by... Not sure how they got eaten by Ryazan, but... Okay then. Well, we briefly had a vassal of, whatchamacallit, Moscow. Alright, so right now we're working on building up forts in our lake territory here. Priests are preaching heresy. We will ignore heresy. And we've been embargoed by Castile. We're not trading in Castile though, so that's not that big of a deal. Oh wait, were we? Oh, we are trading in Andalusia. Well, that's not very nice, Castile. I don't know why you're embargoing us. I mean, do we have islands that you want or something weird like that? Speaking of which, when are we going to discover the rest of this island? Alright, fleet, keep it exploring. I still have ports block it. Oh, in Ungava. Right, after that, go up to Ungava. I could adopt an imperial administration now. That's cool. Could be the Emperor of Norway. Okay, looks like we finished the fort in Ontario. You go over to Mohawk, and in Ottawa. You can come down to Oneida, and in Huron? Okay, you can come down to Seneca. Alright, let's build a fort in Mohawk. And Seneca. And Oneida. And did we finish the one in Niagara? No, not yet. That's still getting built. Alright then. Alright, I've got colonists. Oh, we finally found Tocumcuck. What is our current quest? Naval race versus Castile. No, I'm not building that many ships. Now it wants me to colonize the next thing I wanted to colonize. Excellent. I can totally get behind that. A royal marriage from Brandenburg? We'll accept that. Let's make a new royal marriage with England. Oh, they said no. We feel quite hurt at that, England. How about Scotland? They're saying unlikely. Well, we're gonna try anyway. Alright, you go to Cayuga and deal with those rebels over there. Right, let's send another colonist. Oh, and now there's a revolt up in Mohawk. Great. Alright, let's go ahead and build a fort in Cayuga. And let's send a missionary to Ontario. And Ottawa. And Huron. And Niagara. Alright, go attack these rebels. You also go attack those rebels. You guys can go ahead and recombine and follow them to Huron. Alright, looks like Oneida's fort is done, so you can go over to Onondaga. And we'll build that fort. Alright, let's send a missionary to Mohawk. Growth of cities attracts serfs. I'll lose the stability. We have to accept this. Oh, we've become the papal controller. Cool. Alright, we'll send yet another colonist. Alright, everyone go to Onondaga. And the Finnish expedition is reunited. Alright, let's get a constable in Beothuk. Inu. And Labrador. Let's send a missionary to Seneca. And a royal marriage with Holstein. Alright, go explore the extent of these people down here. Oh, we don't have a conquistador anymore. Well, that's not good. Alright, let's get a new conquistador. Alright, we're producing fish in Pacifying. Cool. Alright, we're gonna leave a ship here in Ungava. Alright, let's go explore more of this big bay. And come back down this way a bit. Oh, we lost an advisor. Oh, our naval reformer from the looks of it. Let's commission some paintings then. And then just get the best naval reformer we can get at the moment. Level 2, that's it? Okay. Well, it's still something. Oh, we've almost got enough to start building caravels. Land tradition scorned. We must stop this deterioration. Our statesman died now. Great. Well, I guess we'll commission more paintings. And there's a revolt in Mohawk. Okay, go deal with that. Oh, we've got another missionary. He'll go to Oneida. Alright, let's get some more paintings. Oh, wow. We have vastly increased our colonial range over here. Excellent. Alright, let's go to Nunavik. The beloved heir dies, oh no. In the arms of the Lord I find solace. We get a church in the Azores, at least. Alright, let's commission some more paintings. And send a missionary to Cayuga. Oh, the one in Seneca was successful? Excellent. Ooh, native assimilation in Tocumcook. Nice. Pomerania is drawing us into something. What's going on over here now? Oh, it's a war they've started? I'm sorry, Pomerania. You're on your own on this one. I don't have the resources for whatever it is you're trying to do. Alright, let me commission another painting and get myself a new statesman. Okay, can you guys not have untimely deaths for a bit? Alright, a revolt in Cayuga. Huron revolt. No, we'll try to negotiate, that's fine. Alright, let's make a royal marriage with Pomerania, that's fine. Regional nobles challenge Norway. In Oneida? No, we'll crush them, that's fine. Carnal sins? Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Our current house isn't old enough to justify that sort of thing just to preserve it. If a new Norwegian house rises because we don't have an heir, then that's just what it is. The Lord of Saxe-Lauenburg wishes a royal marriage. Alright, we're good with that. Lux Stella. Alright. Alexander or Caesar? Well, Caesar is a title, not a name. So I shall name him Alexander. 743. He's alright. Right, we're producing fish in Nunavik, and I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Alright, let's get a constable in Seneca, a workshop in Beothuk, and Inu, and Labrador. And then let's get a marketplace in the Azores. And let's send a missionary to Onondaga. Alright, let's send a colonist to Cree. And one to Atikamekwa. Alright, go see if you can find the last bit of that coast up there. And then come down to roughly where the army is. And then you can go back to where you're currently stationed. We converted the heretics of Niagara, and another colony became self-sustaining. Excellent, it gets its fort. Oh, one of our colonists failed. But Cree was successful at least, so that's something. Wow, our economy is doing great at the moment. Let's see about maybe trading in another center. Well, I could make centers now that I'm no longer in the trade league. Because the Hansa decided to kick us out when we were at war. Andalusia's not big enough to break off of. Neither is Antwerp. I really don't want to break off too much trade from Lubbock. So I'm not going to look to start one right this second. I'm not sure how this completely landlocked land here is trading through Mali, but okay. Oh, if only Andalusia was doing better. Or absolutely break off trade from them. Start a center in, like, Beothuk, or, like, the Azores. Or, like, Inu. Alright, we converted the heretics of Huron. Nice. Alright, let's get a constable in Niagara. Actually, I should probably focus on the government. Our economy's doing well enough that I don't think I need to focus on economic buildings at the moment anymore. Alright, let's focus on churches and courthouses. Let's get a church in Huron. Alright, production technology, use caution. Let's see about getting some more troops for Vinland. Alright, go deal with the revolt in Cayuga. Go up to Akurari. Alright, let's go ahead and get a church in West Bygden, Tuckumcuck, Seneca, Beothuk, and Niagara. Well, let's send another colonist over here. And send one to Moose Cree is too far. Okay. Oh, I've got more pirates in up this way. Okay. Alright, this one is the Finnish occupation. Diplomatic move. We'll improve relationships with Denmark, I guess. Oh, we converted the heretics of Ottawa. Nice. Alright, let's get a church in Ottawa. Alright, that colonist was successful this time. Let's send another one. And then now that that's established, let's send one to Stadacona. Alright. Drop the occupation off in Unami. And then from there, they'll go up to Ontario. Alright, other Finnish folk, you're now going to be assimilated into Norway as well. Alright, to Ohio. Alright, chase them to Kentucky. Alright, seize Kentucky. And chase them to Cumberland. Good job. Now seize Cumberland. And go up to Weah. You come down to Kentucky. Actually, not Kentucky. Go to Weah. Alright, you go down to Pennyrile. And then chase this army into Tennessee, which you will seize while you're there. Alright, chase them down to Shawnee. Oh no, we lost our... Oh god. I forgot that I didn't tell them to go to a port after that. Dagnabbit. Alright, go back to the home port. At least we didn't lose all of the ships. Alright, let's build a fort in Weah. Split in half and go to Kentucky. Go deal with the revolt in Onondaga. Alright, let's seize Shawnee. Go after their army in Ohio. And then chase them down to Cumberland. Oh, we're producing fish in Cree. Nice. Alright, let's get a church in Ungava and Eriksfjord, Mohawk, Inu, and Labrador. Alright, let's go ahead and get a new conquistador. Oh, the expedition didn't have its conquistador anymore? Well, that's not good. Why didn't you let me know, game? Alright. I thought I was hiring a conquistador for the occupation, but no. Alright, chase them down to Chickasaw. And while you're there, seize Chickasaw. And then chase them to Tuskegee. And seize it. Alright, go deal with these rebels up in Shawnee. Growth of cities attracts serfs. Alright, well we can afford to lose one stability. We have to accept this. Alright, we can change a slider. Let's max out our free trade. Alright, we built our fort in Weah. Go chill in Kentucky. Alright, we've got naval supplies in that one colony. Alright, let's send a missionary to Weah. Alright, occupation, go deal with these rebels in Cayuga. Oh, I can build shipyards now. And go over to Seneca. And we're paying sound dues still. Oh my god, people, stop rebelling. Alright, go down to Alabama. And seize it. And then go down to Pensacola. And seize it. And go to whatever this is over here. And seize it. Alright, let's get a courthouse in the Canaries, the Azores, Seneca, Beothuc, and Niagara. Alright, go ahead and seize Muskegee. And Chiaha. Go over to Catawba. Oh, did we finish the fort in Kentucky? No, we did not. Oh, I don't think we ever started the fort in Kentucky. Okay, build the fort in Kentucky. That's the whole reason those troops are sitting right there. You seize Catawba, and then go up to Chera. And seize it. And then go to Cherokee. And seize it. And go occupy... Go take Ohio again. Alright. You go deal with those guys in Cayuga again. I lost the battle in Cayuga. Great. Oh no, not a comet. Not right now. It's an omen. Alright, let's just go ahead and... Oh no, I can't yet. Not until I... Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, we've got the fort in Kentucky. Cool. Go down to Cumberland then. Alright, go down to Chera and Catawba. Alright, go retake Ohio. Oh my god, how did they get around us? No, and we can get a new idea. Come on, you weren't even heading this way. The heck? Okay, now, before you can get to another province, we're annexing you. Oh, and that army is gone. And what happened to my new... You just got assigned! What the heck? How did I lose that conquistador already? Alright. Let's get a conquistador and a conquistador. Finish expedition, get your conquistador. Go deal with these rebels here. First army, get your conquistador. The rebels up there are too much for you. No, you go deal with the rebels down here. Finish expedition, go deal with the folks in Cayuga and northern Norwegian, central Norwegian North America. I'm sorry, Vinland. It is not North America. There is no Amerigo Vespucci. We get a new idea. Excellent. National conscripts. We need manpower desperately. Alright, Brunswick wants a royal marriage. We're good with that. Alright, let's get a courthouse in Inu, Labrador, Ungava, Eriksfjord, and Vestbygden. How is the fort holding out so well? Finland? I don't know what you're up to right now, but you started a war against Sweden. One province, Denmark took almost all of Sweden. Do they have any friends? No. Okay, fine. Improvements in government technology. Use caution. We've got reconquested Denmark now. Marriage with Anhalt and Denmark. Sure. Lapland and Daskula, whatever it's called, are now core territories. Excellent. Alright, Cayuga is liberated. Go deal with the army in Seneca. Good job. Now go deal with the folks in Onondaga. Good job. Alright, now go deal with the folks in Oneida. Well, liberate Oneida. Spread of Protestantism? No! We don't have time for religious turmoil. Alright, go liberate Huia. Alright, good job. Now, go to Ohio. Okay, Huia, you get a missionary. Kentucky, you get a missionary. Alright, now we build a fort in Ohio. Alright, you go liberate Mohawk. Alright, let's send a new missionary to Cayuga and Oneida. Oh, Vestbygden is now a core territory. Nice. What does that make our colonial map reach look like? All of this northern bay. Wow. That's quite a lot. Do we have any pirates to deal with right now? No, we do not. Good. Alright, let's get a church in Onondaga. And a courthouse in Tocumcuck. a workshop in Seneca, and Niagara. Alright, let's send another colonist to Staticana. And there, and let's send one to Moose Cree. Where is the fleet? Oh, that's right, it almost got destroyed. Because I forgot to take them back to a port. Alright, go south to Muskegee. Alright, Nunavik is now self-sustaining. Excellent! Alright, Nunavik gets a fort. Finland, why are you trying to cross that way? You're never going to. Hey, Denmark. Can I have military access, please? Thank you. Alright, I'll go to Stockholm. Minorities flock to Cree. God damn it. It's gonna be Protestant. Alright, have we got the fort built? No, it's still being built. Okay, then. Eric's Fjord is now a core territory. Excellent. Oh, there's a breach. Oh, okay. Mohawk has been liberated. Go deal with the rebels in Seneca, and then go up to Huron. Mohawk, you were already Catholic. Alright, good. Alright, improvements in trade technology, use caution. Royal marriage with Brandenburg? Sure. Alright, the walls are breached in Stockholm. Let's go ahead, and there we go. And then Finland made... Okay, they're a Finnish... Sweden is now a vassal of Finland. Nice. Oh, and there's a Prussia now. Nice. And then that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Europa Universalis 3, Top of the World, and I'm some guy you've never heard of.